So there's a lot of talk about connecting the dots. We talk about connecting the dots between business, purpose, success, and faith. Let me tell you about how we came up with that, why we even do it. When we look at America's scorecard and we see that 70% of Americans absolutely loathe what they do for a living. Think about this. We're all going to be in a career, whether we're signing the front of that paycheck or the back of the paycheck, we're going to spend about 100,000 hours in our career. So that's most of our life. If 70% of Americans can't stand what they do, to me, I think that's a little bit messed up. Another stat that we look at is 80% of Americans are living in some form of month to month, whether it's 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. But if they get laid off in those months, that's their cash reserve. They're going to be out on the street. How can it be? When I look at college graduates, 56% of recent graduates are either unemployed or underemployed, meaning they have a job, but it's not the job that they went to college for, but they have the debt to go with it. This is all the results of unconnected dots. When I think about one of the scriptures in the New Testament, John 10:10, it says, the thief comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's Satan. And then Jesus is saying, but I have come that you would have life and have it to the full, or an abundant life, depending on what version you're reading. When I look around and we have our view of America, I don't see a lot of abundance. I see it for some people, but I see a lot of people left out. So for us, whether you're signing the front of that check or the back of that check, connecting the dots between business and then purpose, doing something that matters, and being successful. For us, success is identifying and fulfilling God's plan and purpose for our life. It's not an amount of money, but it's certainly not losing. And if we're building companies to make as much revenue as possible, to make as much profit as possible. So we're connecting the dots between business, purpose, success, and faith. A lot of us have kept our faith in a silo. A lot of us at church. And in the earlier days, church people were everywhere in business. They were everywhere in the marketplace. Jesus and the disciples spent a lot of time in the marketplace. And for whatever reason, I think to get along, we've gone along. And God's actually hate speech. In the university, it's politically incorrect to mention God in business. When there's a tragedy, some kind of tragedy or mass shooting, all of a sudden everybody's praying. So this whole idea of why we're connecting the dots between business, purpose, success, and faith is integral and tied into everything that we do at Cana.